Shalom, all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai, double honor to the apostles at GreatMillStone. Got one here. It says, evening standard. The costs of not being a white man. People from ethnic minorities paid 9,300 less. So, I mean, then you got her, you know, that black crispy coon. With that smile, you know, she got that smile on her face because she's doing nothing but piping off Edomite rods. Brought June Sarpong. Anyway, now they're saying that if you so-called Negroes out there, even you Latinas and you Spics and all, if you never got the MO already, you will understand that you're in the world of Esau. This is his world, mate. And when you go to the scriptures, you're going to find out that you're under the curses. Of course, you're going to make less. How did he set this up? He put your ass in chains, mate, and on ships and in slavery, mate. That's how he set this up. You don't know that yet? Of course, you ain't going to be making what he makes. You know. It says a study from the International Inequalities Institute in Departments of Social Policy at the London School of Economics. Imagine that they've got an Equalities Institute, but you're still getting paid less. They don't give a damn. See, Esau's always got these upstanding, so-called upstanding organizations, which ain't helping nobody. It says show that men and women from ethnic minorities would have incomes totaling an extra 127 billion a year if their salaries matched those of white men. Unless you're a white British man, working in the UK today means you lose out. These figures demonstrate the urgent need for clear policy from government and business to urgently close the income gap, which she said that's true, but that ain't gonna happen. The study found Bangladeshi men and women face the biggest income gap, with the average Bangladeshi man earning 10,000 less than a white male per year, which a lot of those, some of them are jakes. Some of these Pakistanis are jakes, but tell you something, when you really check it out, when you really check it out, man, you go past these Elam communities and that, bro, they've got 5 cars on the drive, so there's certain, they own all the shops. How are they not making money like that when they got corner shops? It says Pakistani women fall the furthest behind, earning 260 a week less. They don't even work though. The Muslims sort of breed up and they sit in the house. Black Caribbean men earn 72 less per week compared with white males. Or black women earn 175 less. Chinese men have salaries most closely aligned to white males. There are many reasons why the incomes of women and men from Britain, different ethnic groups, are behind those of British white men. Now, I thought this was just about so-called black men, and they put all these other peoples in it because they're trying to balance it over, which really, Jake's earning the least. I'm telling you that now, mate. Because Elam, they got temples open, they get grants, they got the shops open, they got grants and loans for that. You know, they get a piece of it. Sometimes it's the choices couples making over caring and who works part-time. Let me skip that part. The average white man's salary, according to research, is 676 a week, or 35,000 a year. While differences in qualifications have traditionally been a key contributor to income gaps, white British men currently do not have high levels of qualifications in most other groups. And there's people that have said that they've it's just that's the way they set it up. I'm going to show you in the scriptures anyway, because there's people without qualifications amongst Esau that get let in, man. That's just the way it goes. You know, I know someone that left the delivery job, and then the next day, he told me in that week, he applied for the bank and they give him the job. He'd never worked in a bank in his life. All he was doing was deliveries. Just from Edomite geezer that I knew from around So that's how they get it in. So you should know by now anyway. Look, Deuteronomy 28:15, it shall come to pass that if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So you guys are in captivity. Okay? You tribes, and you're under the curses. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. Are you not cursing the city? You just said we're in these built up cities. You're not making as much guap as these Edomites, mate. So you cursed. That's just the facts of it. And a lot of you guys, it's because you're Israelites, man, and you're under the curses. And it's not them curses are going to be lifted off you in the kingdom. Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store. They give Elam all these businesses and communities. You ain't got nothing. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kind and the flocks of thy sheep. So you ain't got no businesses. Your households are all a mess. Okay? And that's part of the curses. So when they put out articles like this, you got to go back to the scriptures, man. You got to know who you are. These people at the top are Edomites. The scriptures says that they've got the end of the time of their blessing, man. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. They got the fatness of the earth. Okay. So you gotta know what's going on out here, mate. So there you go. There you go. With that, I'm gonna say shalom. But the Lord's gonna lift these curses, man. And Esau's going in captivity. You know.